Football gets a top 15 win.
And soccer wins in conference play.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. For tuning into this week's episode of the Penguin Rundown, I'm your host, Katie Rogers-Videla, alongside my co-host, Kyle Wills. Kyle, last week YSU played great. Football came out on top, soccer won, and both golf and tennis did well. But what was your biggest takeaway from this past weekend?
Well, like you said, soccer came out on top this weekend as they hosted Northern Kentucky, a team that came into the matchup going undefeated in conference play. So it was definitely a tough matchup for the Penguins. They played really well, played very hard, and ultimately came on top, like you said. But I think that's where we're going to get us started for today.
Freshman Gianna Weigel scored her first career goal to lead the women's soccer team to a 1-0 win over Northern Kentucky on Sunday afternoon at Farmers National Bank Field. The win marked the first for the women in 9 all-time matches against NKU. And in the 21st minute, sophomore Justine Apollonia made a long pass into the Norse penalty area right to Weigel, who chipped a shot over the head of Norse goalkeeper Mimi Steins for the score. The Penguins outshot the Norse 7-4 in the first half, but the Norse held an 11-9 advantage in shots for the game. Junior Regan Lavinia led the Gwins with 4 shots, while Weigel finished with 2. Sophomore Brooklyn Kirkpatrick had her second shutout in the last 3 games and recorded 1 save in this contest. The soccer team will visit Purdue Fort Wayne tomorrow, then return home to host Cleveland State on Sunday. You can watch Sunday's match on ESPN+.
The Youngstown State men's tennis team had an impressive performance in the 2-day YSU Hidden Duels, which concluded on Saturday at the YSU Indoor Tennis Center. Against Binghamton, the Penguins won 6 of 7 single contests and swept the doubles. Against Duquesne, YSU won all 6 singles contests and earned wins in 2 of the 3 doubles contests. In the contest against St. Bonaventure, YSU won 3 doubles contests and 4 singles matches. Clement Mangai and Nathan Favor each won 3 singles contests to lead YSU. The Penguins are next in action at the ITA Midwest Regionals, which are set for October 21st.
This past Saturday, the volleyball team traveled to Robert Morris University for a much-anticipated Horizon League match, but came up short in a nail-biting 5-set series. The Goins did put up some big offensive numbers in the match despite the loss, as freshman Paula Gershing would match her career high in kills with 24, juniors Nadia Pace and Josie Bourne both had 10 kills, and sophomore Lexi Beakey added a career-high 49 assists. Defensively, 3 Goins reached double digits in digs within the team's collective 64, and Nadia Pace contributed a career-best 8 blocks out of the team's total of 15. The volleyball team has a busy weekend ahead of them, as they will be traveling to 3 different Horizon League opponents starting tomorrow. Where tomorrow they will be traveling to Green Bay and take on the Phoenix, then get back on the road and battle the UIC Flames the following night, and finish their long weekend in the hands of the #1 team in the league, the Milwaukee Panthers. You can catch all of these matches on ESPN+.
The women's bowling team is about to get underway to start the 2021 season. The team has a lot of new faces this upcoming season, with 4 newcomers joining the program. Lindsay Ennis, Ellie Drescher, Jade Cote, and Madison Dosick joined the program. The YSU bowling team is looking to start where they left off from a year ago after an NCAA appearance last season. The Penguins made it all the way to the NCAA Tournament Final 6, but were knocked off by Arkansas State in the quarterfinal. The women's bowling team will begin its trek to the tournament with their first matchup this upcoming Friday, the 15th, at the MOTIV Penguin Classic in Struthers, Ohio. First bowl will roll out at 9:55 a.m.
Youngstown State quarterback Demetric Crenshaw was named the Missouri Valley Football Conference's Newcomer of the Week with his electric performance against number 15 ranked Missouri State. Crenshaw set a school record for rushing yards by a quarterback with 195 yards on 22 carries and a touchdown. His performance not only got MVFC Newcomer of the Week, but also FCS National Freshman of the Week. For a recap of the Penguins football game against Missouri State, we're going to send it over to Stambaugh Stadium, where Caleb Ellison has more.
Thank you, guys. Well, here I am outside of Stambaugh Stadium, where the Youngstown State University football team just picked up their 2nd win of the season, defeating the Missouri State Bears by a final score of 41-33. Now, it was a huge game for the Penguins on both sides of the ball. Offensively, we saw junior tailback Jaleel McLaughlin have a huge bounce-back game after last week against UNI, where he ran for over 150 yards and picked up 2 touchdowns along the way. We also saw the redshirt freshman quarterback Demetria Crenshaw have a nice game today, passing 10 for 19, including 2 touchdown passes, and running for nearly 200 yards, including a 73-yard touchdown run at the end of the game to put the Penguins up late. Now defensively, it was a huge game for the Penguins as well, as they were able to force 4 turnovers throughout the course of the game, including 2 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries. Individual defensive performances include the sophomore Griffin Hoke, who picked up 2 sacks on the day, and freshman defensive back Jordan White, who led the team with 7 unassisted tackles. Now next Saturday is a bye week for the YSU Penguins, but they will be back in action on Saturday, October 23rd at Indiana State, where they will play the Sycamores. Now we're going to send it back to Kyle and Katie in the studio.
It was a big weekend for the YSU cross-country team as the men's team finished in first place at the Slippery Rock Bill Lennox Invitational. Leading the charge on the men's team was junior Matthew Magnus, who finished the 8,000-meter race in first place with a time of 26 minutes and 19 seconds. YSU also had 3 runners finishing in the top 6 of the race. For the women's team, they also had an impressive performance, getting a team score of 73 and having 5 runners finish in the top 25. The leading scorer for the women's team was junior Haley Zielinski, who finished the race in 4th place with a time of 23 minutes and 14 seconds. The cross-country team will be back in action this weekend as the team will split up and participate in both the Penn State National Open and the Florida State Invitational.
Last week, the men's golf team competed in the Tom Tontomonia Invitational hosted by Cleveland State. The event was cut short as heavy rainfall caused day 2 of the Invitational to be canceled. The rain had no effect on a pair of local Boardman graduates as senior Brian Corduple and junior Cole Chrisman led the way for the Penguins as they both finished with top 10 performances. Corduple paved the way for the Penguins as he finished with a 2-round score of 140, which was good enough for a 3rd-place tie. Chrisman was not far behind Corduple as he tied for 7th place with a 2-round score of 142. The rest of the team had a great go-around as in total they posted a 582 round score, the 3rd lowest in school history for 36 holes. The 5th place finish for the Penguins will be put in the rear view as Corduple, Chrisman, and the rest of the Penguin golfers look to turn the page at the Bucknell Invitational at Bucknell Golf Club in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania.
Junior Dana Rogola led the Youngstown State women's golf team to an 8th place finish this past Tuesday in the Shirley Spork EMU Invitational at Eagle Crest Golf Club. The Penguins finished the event with a 3-round team total of 932. YSU posted rounds of 307 and 312 last Monday before concluding the tournament with a 313 in the final session on Tuesday. Rogola earned a 3-round score of 225. It was a junior season low, and it was a 1-under par of 71 in the first round, which featured 15 pars and 2 birdies. In the final session, Rogola carded 10 pars and 3 birdies as she made par or better on 8 of her final 9 holes. Freshman Lizzie Sauer tied for 27th with a 3-round score of 233. Sauer's first round 78 featured 13 pars, while her second round 79 included 7 pars and a pair of birdies. Sauer's final round 76 featured 12 pars and a birdie on the par 4. The Youngstown State women's golf team will be back in action on October 18th through the 19th with the Dayton Flyer Invitational at NCR Country Club in Kettering, Ohio.
And now we're going to send it over to Cameron Stubbs, who has this week's Play of the Week. Cameron, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to the Play of the Week. I'm Cameron Stubbs. This week's recipient of Play of the Week is none other than Penguins quarterback Demetria Crenshaw for his 73-yard touchdown run in the last minute of the Youngstown State-Missouri State football game. Let's take a look. Crenshaw takes a snap, spins, and gets behind London Pearson, who takes out not 1 but 2 Missouri State defenders. Crenshaw down the sideline. Bryce Oliver lays a little slide step block right there, and Crenshaw is gone. 73 yards to the house. The rain can't stop him, so you know the Missouri State defense can't stop him. Congratulations to Crenshaw on his Play of the Week, and congratulations to the Youngstown State football team for notching their first win against a conference opponent this season. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Cameron. That'll wrap it up here for the Penguin Rundown. Make sure to follow us on social media at Penguin Rundown 1 on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure to check out YSUsports.com for news, stats, highlights, and more. I'm Kyle Wills.
I'm Katie Rogers-Videla.
And we'll see you next time, Penguin Nation.